What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we're taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly, and I want to explain how in between today and the next few days, we could have a massive pump on Bitcoin. I'm going to explain why, taking a look at Bitcoin and the major levels that we do have here, looking at the VPVR and this kind of price exhaustion to the downside and a potential recovery in the short term before any continuation to the downside. Of course, this is only bullish short term. Okay, we're going to take a look at the technicals. We're also taking a look at the DXY and the S&P 500, and these also are the main reasons I think Bitcoin could have a big massive pump in the coming days, guys, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily take on Bitcoin, crypto, and also the live streams to connect with the community. Not financial advisor, do not buy or sell anything that I say, and if you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in here straight into the chart, guys, on the 4-hourly on Bitcoin, because what I want to explain are the major levels that we are in right now. Remember, we are coming from a very aggressive downtrend. Now, the price action is stopping at this level. Now, are we going to have a bigger relief rally? I think it's very, very possible. I'm going to explain right away. The strongest levels that we do have from this zone in between, the last 20, 25 days, you can see it on the VPVR, you can see it on the price action. I would say the biggest resistance zone from this level is right now around about the $21,500 range, which is the value area high, as you can see on the VPVR. This is going to be critical resistance if we have the Bitcoin price hitting that level, which I do think can break, all right? And I'm going to explain also why in the next coming minutes. Now, value area low from this major zone is right over here. As you can see, we do have a little gap in between this middle, but we do have a lot of volume at this level. As you can see, this has been holding very nicely as support, all right, the last few days at the $18,800 range. Now, we can also see that the biggest point of control is at the middle range over here. We did get some pretty nice support here, getting the resistance right over here the last couple of days, as you can see, at the biggest point of control from the last 25 days traded. Now, we are currently above this range. We are creating a kind of a symmetrical triangle, and this is not the reason why I do think that this reversal is possible. We've got the higher lows right there, the lower highs, and I do think that explosive move can come, but not only because of the symmetrical triangle, not only because of VPVR, not only because of levels. One of the main reasons also is because of the DXY and the S&P 500, which I do think it could have, a big massive reversal, okay, continuation to the upside, and also the DXY is just about to have a pretty sharp corrective move in the coming days. First of all, let's go here and dive into Bitcoin, because what I want to show you also is a potential butterfly harmonic pattern where we do have, the big aggressive lows. So there's no major levels, okay? No harmonic pattern can be created from this aggressive drop. But what we can see once we hit, on the 14th of June, around about the $20,000, $21,000 range, the price action started to stop and created these highs, right? Where on the 4-hourly. We've already got a pretty nice peak over here. And I was just analyzing the chart right away here this morning, and there is a potential butterfly harmonic pattern where I'll leave a picture right over here right now so you can see the actual Fibonacci levels. So from this high to the low, this big major drop that we did have from the 15th of June all the way to the 18th of June, we had a pretty aggressive drop going below $18,000. In this big recovery, okay, we went all the way up here to around about the 7.8. This is a major Fibonacci level, okay, from this low, okay, from this drop to the high. Major fib level. This is a very important level, all right, for the butterfly pattern to reach. Now, all the way down here again to round about the 7.8 Fibonacci retracement, as you can see in this corrective move. Now, in a butterfly pattern, you want to arrive all the way here to the 1.6 D point, all right? Let me just explain you right over here at the 1.27 approximately, okay? As you can see right over here, this would be from this high, okay, to the drop, the 1.27 Fibonacci, if you look at the expansion, and also the expansion from B to C to the 1.618 at least, it would be around about the 1.79 if we were to hit the 1.27 from the X to A, okay? Let me just explain you this with Fibonacci, okay, right over here with the expansion from X, okay, to the B point, or to the A point, sorry. We would have to get, okay, we would have to add the 1.27, okay, just so you can see here in the green, which would be round about this level, as you can see right there, 1.27. This is why these harmonics are with the Fibonacci levels, 1.27 at least. And this is all the way up to the $24,000 range. Now you might think, you are crazy. This is absolutely, impossible in this aggressive downtrend. We're getting the Fed, the interest rates to 1% potentially. There's no way Bitcoin can pump to $24,000, and it's very, very, very possible, guys. I do not like this bearish exhaustion over here. I am bearish on Bitcoin, but I do see potential big relief rallies, all right, just by looking at these potential harmonic patterns, butterfly pattern there, and taking a look at this butterfly pattern. This should happen in the next coming days. And why in the next coming days? Well, let me just show you here Fibonacci expansion, okay? Fibonacci time, sorry. Using all these Fibonacci tools and getting confused. So, from a harmonic, an ideal scenario would be a 1-to-1, not even reaching the 1 to 1.618. Okay, that would be very much exhausting on the Fibonacci time. So we're looking for a 1-to-1. What's a 1-to-1 meaning? From this point, okay, all right, over here on the harmonic, you would want to see the same timing, all right, all the way over here, okay, meaning that you want the 1-to-1. Okay, let me just get the fib time from this peak over here to the peak over here. You would want to see a 1-to-1. So we're already at the 1-to-1. So this should happen, in the next couple of days. Now the overall, 1 to 1.618. That would be the, overextended. So you would have to the 13th of July. That's less than 7 days. So it have to happen in the next couple of days. A pretty aggressive pump if we want to see this butterfly pattern play out, okay? Because of course, if it is on the 13th of July and we still haven't reached that butterfly pattern, which is round about the 24K levels, then of course this would be definitely overextended. If we do see the price failing to hit that level before the 1.618, which is the 13th of July, of course, we will be getting resistance at some big major levels. What levels? Most important one is the value area high here, which is at the $21,500 range. We got the next one over here. We have major daily levels, okay, around about the 22.6, 22.8 levels, all right, big zone where we could see a volatility right over here where I do have these green daily levels. You can see the resistance over there. We could also get big major resistance at this zone, all right, and if we are getting exhausted and a lot of volatility, it's very, very likely that we're not even going to get above 22.8. Now, of course, as a trader, you need to be patient. You need to see the price action. You need to see the reaction to finally, have good risk management and make the decision if you are going to step in that trade. Because anything can happen, guys. You need to be fast. You need to take a decision, make a plan, and execute that plan. Because, we're probably just going to roll down from here. But we need to know, from an analysis, if it is wrong or not, how to lose less money as possible and how to make as much money as possible with these potential moves. So like I said, I do think that this is possible. We've only got a few days left for this, okay, to the 13th of July. It would have to be in between, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, all right, the next couple of days to see that potential bullish momentum to the upside, all right, on Bitcoin, because we are, getting exhausted. And as you can see here, when you create these higher lows, hitting a major Fibonacci level down over here, 0.78 Fibonacci level, and having this really nice recovery, this is a full recipe for a big bullish momentum move, all right, in the next coming days, guys. You just need to integrate this, because I know a lot of people already calling for 10K levels. We're going to $17,000. Look at this, we're going down, but this is a full recipe of a potential reversal in the immediate short term, guys. Now, you don't think that I'm going to be bullish if we get this leg up all the way up here to 22.8 to $24,000. I'm going to start looking for short positions at this level. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, in the immediate short term, we need to, be realistic in that potential bullish momentum. The deal. We got most of the people being extremely bearish. Here we go, 17K. We're going down to 10K next. In the next coming days and weeks. And yeah, this is just not going to happen, in my personal opinion, just yet. We need a recovery. We need a relief rally. We need to get people a little bit optimistic, a little bit bullish. And then, of course, guys, yeah, we can, short extremely the market if we do have those big relief rallies and start hitting major resistance zones. Remember, for all of those experienced traders on Bybit, you do get the best bonus available, which is $4,450 worth of bonus. This is my favorite swing trading platform for cryptos. And also you do get 0% maker fee for 30 days. No fees for 30 days. Now, another reason why I do think that, the price of Bitcoin can actually, have this big pump is because the DXY, guys. DXY has been going crazy for the last, year, even a year and a half, since the beginning of 2021, already creating these higher lows and going into a parabolic move the last, few months. Now, you can see here also, high lows being very much respected, going a little bit parabolic, as you can see here in April. Now, what happened? We broke the support higher low trend line, all right? And we did actually test it as resistance, had a pretty nice correction, and now we're having another leg up. Now, what I do think is going to happen here, this is getting extremely exhausted. There will be a moment that we will be having a pretty decent correction at some point on the DXY. It just has to happen. We cannot go up like this forever. So just by looking at the RSI, also a potential indicator, another reason why is we can see the higher lows getting exhausted. Higher lows are not being that massively to the upside. They are getting exhausted right over here. So there will be a moment that the higher lows will be created into lower lows at some point in the coming weeks. So I do see a sharp correction in the short term also, in the next few days. Obviously, after this aggressive pump, when we have aggressive pumps, we do have these corrections, which will help Bitcoin. But not only that, on the DXY, the S&P 500, I am pretty bullish only, guys, for the next 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, this doesn't mean I'm bullish on the on the S&P 500 and we're gonna reach all-time highs. I am bullish inside of the downtrend on a relief pump, guys. And if we do have that relief pump, I will be bearish on the S&P 500 in between the 4,000 and 4,100 points. We got to remember, we are in a very aggressive downtrend since the beginning of 2022 on the S&P 500 traditional market. Very useful to also be confident on trades with Bitcoin. S&P 500 has been highly correlated for years with Bitcoin, of course. I mean, Bitcoin with the S&P 500. And, it does help to see if, S&P 500 is in a very aggressive downtrend or is going to dump. It is very likely that Bitcoin will kind of follow. And if the S&P 500 is going to be bullish, it's going to help Bitcoin be bullish also. And in the next 1 to 2 weeks, I am slightly bullish on the S&P 500. Why? Because we can see we have, just a quick example here on this harmonic pattern that we did have, all right, in May. We have this kind of exhaustion here, and we have, major fib levels being very well respected, and this big major pump that we did have on the S&P 500. Now, also, we have another harmonic pattern right over here on the S&P 500, which is a Gartley pattern. We have created a pretty nice higher low at the 618 levels. We could actually go to the 0.88 even, and we still have time. Why do we have time? Because, we have Fibonacci time right over here. The good thing about this Gartley pattern is that you can get the X point from any of these points, and this is gaining in time. You're gaining time here. So it can be all the way here on the 14th of July, a 1-to-1 expansion. Time Fibonacci 1-to-1, and also we can see, from this point, all right, if we take a look at Fibonacci time, it would take the 1-to-1 all the way to the 25th of July. So I do think we have in between the 14th of July and the 25th of July time, okay, for this potential harmonic pattern to reach in between $4,000 and $4,100, all right, then having a pretty big major correction, because this is a bearish pattern. This is a bearish Gartley, okay, showing you that you could be bullish, in between 1 and 2 weeks, and then you will be hitting big major resistance at the $4,000, $4,100 area, getting that volatility. It's been a major support and resistance zone where I do think, the D point could be getting heavily rejected. We got the lower high resistance trend line here, okay? And if we take a look at the VPVR from the volume traded the last couple of months, you know, it is also a big major level, as you can see here on the VPVR, you know, just here at the $4,100, $4,090, where I do think, you know, everything points out, you know, a lot of confluence that the S&P 500 could get a big major correction, or depending on where Bitcoin is when the S&P 500 is at this level, you know, it might be a great shorting opportunity also in Bitcoin. But anyway, we'll reach to that. Okay, this is only analysis, probabilities, looking at the big major levels where we could get rejected, and this can help us also for the direction on Bitcoin. Not much to add here, guys. I am traveling today, going back home, and I'm going to be full on with trading with my Bitcoinsensus team for the World Series of Trading on Bybit, guys. We are doing absolutely phenomenal. Ranked 15 here. We're going to do, you know, full on trading the next coming days till the 17th of July to see if we can arrive to the top 10. All right, we've only 5 positions left here. Full on trading with the Telegram group here with the team. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website, guys, for the latest news and technical analysis ideas. All right, we post stuff every single day here on the website. The link is down below. Follow all our socials. We've also got the links down below in the description. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.